Army men away from home, one of the most pleasant sounds in the world is the chattering of children. And the language doesn't matter one bit. One thing about kids, any time is chow time. The soldiers had brought out the fixins too, and a lot of youngsters weren't reluctant about digging right in. Even off duty, leave it to the sergeant. From force of habit, he keeps an eye on his watch. Time to pull out now for men who feel they have an investment in the Kinderheim. Not primarily a financial one, but an emotional one as well. The small fry tag along, some of them hanging on with all their might. Before they go, a parting song the kids have been rehearsing all week long. One little toddler is a real nonconformist and has to be jollied into position. Then the song. What the German words mean, the servicemen have only the slightest idea. What's important is this. Those kids standing in the soft sunshine singing to soldiers of another country. One thing an Army man learns quickly overseas. The differences between the people of different countries, whatever the age, are unimportant compared to their similarities. That's the story everywhere, whether showing respect to Oriental culture, walking down an alley in Morocco, or paying attention to traffic laws as he crosses a street in an Italian city. Wherever he is over the spacious world, the serviceman finds that gentlemanly, well-mannered conduct pays off in respect for him, for his country. A food store. A proud owner introduces a serviceman to a cheese specialty, and the ultimate compliment to a foreigner, to one of his friends. Thousands of servicemen are overseas, and whether spending a weekend pass in Paris, looking for a good meal in London, or having one in a European home, breaking bread and some of the ice inevitably present between different cultures, or taking part unpretentiously, politely, in local hobbies and sports, the serviceman overseas is scoring one for America. Of course, the goodwill is not something that can be measured, assessed precisely. A soldier in Europe is invited to a home for Christmas not far from his station. There is the exchange of gifts, the sincere, somewhat embarrassed thank yous one cannot set down in a report. But it is there, the warm affection for somebody from another country. Christmas, off the shores of Korea. It is there too, displayed not in words, but in the buoyant cries of excited children, as servicemen entertain orphan children at a party on off-duty time. It's hard to tell who's having more fun, guests or hosts, but it doesn't matter. Servicemen have found making friends overseas is no work. It's a pleasure. And it doesn't do Uncle Sam any harm either when an American family in Germany, say, invites a German girl to spend a summer at their home. At first, the girl may seem a bit shy and unrelaxed, but she'll soon ease up and be just one of the family, which is, after all, the whole idea. In Japan, not very long ago, a military post had an open house, And from miles around, Japanese came for a small taste of what a state fair is like in the States. Japanese find one man's hamburger is another's sukiyaki, as they set about having a right good time thanks to the hospitality of American servicemen. Yes, east may be east and west may be west. But the way American servicemen overseas look at it, the artificial barriers separating people from people are more and more being swept aside by people to people.
The Big Picture is an official report for the armed forces and the American people. Produced by the Army Pictorial Center. Presented by the Department of the Army in cooperation with this station.